In Japan, single mothers who have children out of wedlock often face extreme discrimination. Forms of discrimination include social pressure on the mother, including economic and social, and limited prospects for the children in marriage, funeral services, and schools, where they can also face bullying and harassment. Young pregnant women reportedly face expulsion from school. The socially more acceptable alternatives available to unwed pregnant women include abortion, marriage, or giving their babies for adoption. Many members of Japan's society are beginning to support unwed mothers and help them in their struggles. However, Japan as a nation still views unwed mothers with disdain and disgust.
Children born out of wedlock can legally inherit only half the amount that children born to a legally married couple can, despite constitutional provisions guaranteeing equality under the law to all. The fact that only 1% of children are born out of wedlock in Japan attests to the extreme social discrimination against such children. The same report, published under statistical tables of data on women and family in Japan, the results of a 1993 survey on new lifestyles, is the prefecture of Kanagawa. Of the 1,553 respondents, which included 655 women, 14.1% stated that accept having children without marrying, while 37.3% said they can't generalize. 17.7% did not know or did not answer, and 30.8% can't accept. In contrast, when asked about considering pet as a member of a family, 36.4% accepted, 23.3% answered can't generalize, and 18.6% did not know or answer, and 21.4% answered can't accept. Finally, the source also reported a rise in the ratio of births and children out of wedlock in Japan as a whole, indicating that in 1985 they constituted 1% of all births, while in 1990 they constituted 1.1%, and in 1994 they represented 1.2% of the total.
Yokohama's Women's Association for Communication and Networking reported in 1998 on its efforts to provide counseling and promote self-help and networking among single mothers. The process was reported difficult because single working mothers did not have much extra time and energy, and they have diverse experience because some are divorced, while others are thinking of getting a divorce. Some are survivors of domestic violence, while others chose not to marry but have children.
The YWACN also provides statistics on problems resulting from child raising in Japan, which show that many more women than men reported fewer employment opportunities, the inability to devote oneself to work, increased psychological and/or physical burden, lack of leisure time, lack of opportunities to meet others, and a smaller sphere of action, while more men reported increased economic burden as a problem in their family.
In 1995, the Japan Ministry of Foreign Affairs published an article reporting a drop in the number of single-parent families over 5 years, mostly due to the fact that more women were remarrying. The report estimated a total of 800,000 fatherless families in 1995, compared to approximately 157,300 motherless families. 64.3% of cases, the reason given for the absence of the father in the family was divorce. Compared to 1990, the number of unwed mothers in 1995 had risen by 20%. The reasons given for the increase included the diversification of views concerning marriage and childbearing, an increase among women in society as a whole of people who do not necessarily hold to traditional marriage values, and the fact that the improvement of educational and job opportunities for women in Japanese society has made it easier for them to achieve economic independence.
The average annual income of a fatherless family is about 2.15 million yens. Although 87% of the mothers work, only 53% are permanently employed. 31% hold temporary or part-time jobs. The number of owning homes is extremely low, those indicating that they currently face some problems came to 71%, of whom 36% indicate that the household budget was difficult.
In 2006, Japanese Daily Magazine reported that in Japan, where the tradition of having children only after marriage is still strictly observed, the out-of-wedlock birth rate is estimated at slightly over 1%, adding that it cannot be denied that as a society, Japan is still unsympathetic towards single mothers and separated wives.
Among the economic difficulties faced by single mothers and children born out of wedlock, income tax required from single mothers who are neither divorced nor widowed is reportedly discriminatory. as they are not entitled to certain tax deductions that are available to other mothers. However, legislative amendments enacted in 1998 were aimed at easing some of the economic difficulties faced by such families that included diversifying work styles of single unmarried mothers.
Economic and social discrimination and child bullying are frequent occurrences that many unwed single mothers in Japan often face. If Japan as a whole is to transform into a more modern society, these women need to be treated with more respect and dignity, given their situation.
Konnichiwa.